Hello, my name is Dr. George Mochocki, and I want to welcome you to your first orientation and first journey in Adult Fast Track, and welcome to Harper College. I will be your instructor for Introduction to Business Management 111. I'm going to give you a quick overview about the course, so a certain subject matter and everything else. And this course here is, this cohort starting is for the HR certificate, so I will try to address it this way, but it's similar to a lot of classes that you would take myself, either in other courses offered by the adult fast track program, or if you take me online or in the face-to-face class. So I'll set this up for the HR certificate or HR program that the orientation is focused on. Okay, so here's what we have. We have I utilize a lot of concept maps. It's just another way of taking information and able to disseminate or help people follow along through the conversation or through the lectures. So you'll have mind maps for every chapter, and I'll show you an example of those for every chapter you take with me. You'll have recorded videos, either in YouTube or in Blackboard Collaborate, or messages within Blackboard Course Management System. That's the system you'll be exposed to that we'll utilize in here. My responsibility and goal as a instructor teaching Introduction to Business in one of the first classes you'll be taking, that I expose you to all the different aspects that you'll be required or exposed to if you take other instructors or other classes, or even myself, because I teach a variety of classes here. So that's what my whole goal is. So you at least have an ability, or at least exposed to Blackboard Collaborate, maybe a virtual classroom, maybe WebEx. It's similar to like a Zoom if you're on a corporate scale. How to do grading, how to do use interactive software that's provided. All this is what this class is. Very interactive. You'll do very well in this class. The Adult Fast Track class, and Maggie, she's one of the best persons. She's a motivator. She's always looking out for you. She's an advocate for you. If you have any issues with myself or other instructors, talk to her, and she'll basically be the one that'll talk to me, or she'll help you along. You will succeed. Our goal here as Adult Fast Track is to help you succeed and to achieve your goals. Okay, so let me just start on here. I'm going to go open this. Usually this is the first tier, and this one's just a real general overview about the business and all. It could change depending if you take me another class with Dr. George. You did this one, you may take me for finance. I may have it set up a little bit different, but overall it's on the same. So the first thing students like to know is how I'm going to be evaluated. We have a weekly discussion board. That's in the discussion board just to improve your writing skills and to improve your communication skills in a written format. Okay, no problem. And you'll, this is worth 13%. We'll have a weekly recorded Blackboard Ultra virtual classroom. I will do some lecturing. I'll do it for a couple hours. I think if I got it from 6 to 8 o'clock, depends what happens. If you have any questions, I'll introduce the subject matter on that. You could attend on there, and I think that's worth 17% of the grade. If you can't attend, for whatever reason, look, all you need is a webcam, and the webcams are very inexpensive. I think I got this one here. Let me see, I gotta bring it in here. I think this one here is like about 15 or 20 bucks on Amazon. You can buy it at Walmart, Target, and you just plug it in, and you're going to need it. Now, if you just say, oh, I don't need it for this class, you may need it for other classes. You may need it for work. A lot of meetings I do are virtual meetings. Utilize this class with these virtual meetings. How do I look? Remember when I do Zoom meetings and everything else, people look at the background, and I say, I got a good background. A lot of people rate my background, my surroundings in business. So I thought I did good, and they rated me 9 out of 10 or 8 out of 10, because the plant I had before, it was kind of dead. It was sparse there, and they said your background is bad. Remember, that's the thing. In the office, if you have to go to a meeting, how do you dress? How was your attire? How do you look? Remember, a lot of you are here to learn. You're already in business, or you're looking to go into the business, but this is just to give you some tools so you'll be successful. Good. Okay, so you have that, but if you can't attend that on that, you still receive the points, but you basically have to view the interaction and submit a reflection paper. Because when I do the grading, there'll be in an assignment, you'll get the points for attending the class, and if not, you do a reflection paper, you'll submit there, and it's a minimum of 700 words at 350 words per page. Remember, it's a 2-hour lecture. I'll be doing talking about the subject matter or the question, and then you're going to say, here's what I learned out of this reflection, and you submit that, and you'll get the same point. So I'm not penalizing you. I'm trying to encourage you to basically learn different things to do. Don't be intimidated. That's why you're going to school, to learn, to be exposed to different. You're in a cohort, other people. What do they look? Who's in my class? Okay? All right, so we have that. You have my lab homework. This is with the software. Now I'm going to show you my syllabi for this class. Now, I showed you, I'll show it for this class, but if you take me other classes, the points may change, the percentage might change, the chapters may change. I'm very flexible depending on the class and what's required. Depends how the class goes. But I will cover all the chapters. You pay for this. It's an intro class. This is what you would call a survey class, or look at it as a smorgasbord. A smorgasbord class. Smorgasbord. I taste a little bit of finance, a little bit of accounting, a little bit of this, but I see how all the parts fit together to make the whole. Any business from small to large have to understand all these conceptions that you're going to be exposed here. And then when you take a fully marketing class, or let's see, let me look at your schedule here. The other classes you have is organizational behavior, because I have your cohort group in here. Okay, and intro business is the first one, so like I said, I was trying to help you out in here. Organizational behavior, I teach that class. That works well. What's the culture in the company? How I'm going to change the company through an HR perspective. That means how I'm going to hire people, how I'm going to recommend different people to change the culture. You can't change overnight. You have to do it slowly. You'll learn that in HR. If you take myself or other instructors teaching HR, or in this class I just do generically on there. And then your principle of management. How do you manage a company even though you're going for an HR certificate. In HR, there's also the hierarchy. You can have managers, as supervisors, different HR reps. Okay, so that's a good one that tells you that. You have HR resources. Good, tells you what kind of an individual is successful as an HR management. Employment law. Employment law is changing. Everything's changing. Training and development. How do I train? How do I develop compensation and benefit? This is all for the certificate. Now there's more. Once you complete your certificate, try to go for the degree. You got to get most of the core here. Only a few more classes, and then you'll have an associate in HR or whatever they have in here. Just in case I'm not wrong. Okay, so you have that. You have my the lab homework. You have 5 exams. There's no final exams. You do a couple chapters. I think 3 or 4 chapters a week. Very manageable. Trust me. I do this online in an 8-week class or a summer class. You're doing the 6 weeks, so just shave off a little bit. But you'll be able to complete this. It's geared up for adults working and to get their degree within a shorter period of time. So you need that for promotion or for maintaining your own job, or as branding, that you have some credentials going forward. Okay, you will do a business canvas project. You'll work as a group, whether you're in the class or not. I'll in Blackboard collaborate. We'll have breakout sessions. I'll create breakout sessions. I'll also create, if you want to have a virtual meeting with other people in there, it's in Blackboard. I'll create that. You'll do a PowerPoint narrative. Now PowerPoint Office 360 is available to all students as Harper's students. You'll have it. I have a link in there. You just put in your Harper login, and I'll explain that later on in the class when I do an individual one-on-one with you. And then you will go in there, and you'll have all the information you need to download Microsoft Office 365. You'll be able to download on your personal computer or laptop or ThinkPad, whatever you have, or desktop. You'll be able to get PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, Access, Excel, if you're taking me for finance, everything you need to do, and I forgot just some other ones, Teams or something else. All because you're a student here at Harper, sign in, and then you could download, or you could leave it up in the cloud if you're using the ThinkPad. Okay, so you have that, and then in PowerPoint is what basically Microsoft Office is what businesses utilize. So what Harper's done is by opening up Microsoft Office 365 to you, they've given you the tools. So when you're going for a job, I wouldn't hire an administrative manager if she or he didn't at least know the basic fundamentals of PowerPoint or Microsoft Word Office project, because I could interact it, I could change it. Most businesses that what we utilize. So now you have that foundation. You don't have to be good at it. You just have to know how to cut and copy and present if your boss is asking you for it. Okay, and the narrative PowerPoint, you could either do an audio with just your voice and your PowerPoint, you want to show your picture, or you could do a video like I'm doing here. You'll have the PowerPoints and you'll have a box in here, and it's through PowerPoint. Microsoft PowerPoint makes it very easy just to have a camera and everything else, and it's not that hard. I've got a recording, if that's the way, when you come into my class, to show you how to do that task. Okay? All right, so we have everything else. We have an individual assignment. Now, the course is broken up into 6 parts. Now, I use the concept map, so if you're looking at this, the first part is, and these are all chapters, it's about the environment. It's all understanding business ethics and social response. Ethics now, we have an election coming up soon, or your boss or anything, how ethical he or she is. Entrepreneurship, business ownership. My business, my independent consulting is LLC. What the heck does that mean? You'll find out in the class. Understanding global context. How does international logistics change go? Remember, you have the Trump administration, whether you like them or not. You have to work within the boundaries that we, as business owners, we have no. This is the administration. These are the rules. How do I work within the rules and still make a profit and be successful? Okay, now managing the business is hard. Okay, so someone's got to manage the business. Am I a partner, a corporation, going international? Do I go international? Look, when you're doing everything else with e-commerce, it's so easy to set it up once you know how to do it. Right, so you could have a website. You may be selling face-to-face. A lot of businesses were only selling face-to-face, but they had a presence at e-commerce. That helped them out with something happened when the economy shut down and people couldn't come. They were doing online. Okay, and you have managing the business, and then these 2 chapters were limited to make the so you could do the work in a timely fashion for this class. Okay, it sounds like a lot, but trust me, I've been through this a lot. I've done it a lot. Students do very well with it. It's set up real nicely. It's more to set up to help you out on that. Okay, so you have employee behavior, you have leadership decision, you have HR relationship. That's what you're going in here, and you'll get a little more detail. Okay. Remember, if you look at my syllabi, one of my minors is, I think, for my master's is human relationship. I took a variety of classes. Okay, then you go into marketing. How do I market? How do I market the product? You are basically a brand. You are providing a service to your employer, your independent contractor. I am an adjunct instructor, or they outsource me, or a contractor for like a better word, because to take care of the peaks and valleys. I outsource a lot of contractors. Everything else, when I used to work for ComEd, they had the ComEd logo. They did not know that they were contractors, because the company is sponsoring them. Any kind of problems now with the contractor, you go to the relationship you have with the company. If they just found a outsourced work to take care of their overflow, which is good for a business. I got more work than I can handle in a certain time, but I can't hire that many employees because it's only seasonal, for lack of a better word. So I contract out. Okay. And distribution, pricing, how much should I price for my product? We'll talk about this. And then the logistics. And then the logistics, you look what's going on now. Everything was in China, and now they're kind of decoupling. They're still Chinese. Still get the good price on there, even with the trade tariffs that the administration placed on there, but it's still workable. Okay, so then you're going to go IT, technology. This is what we're doing now with this virtual classroom. And then finance, money, managing money, and a little personal finance. That is the whole course in a nutshell. And the only thing I wanted to talk about on these exams. These you have a one-time deal, so you learn, you pay attention, read the book, look at the concept map, do the PowerPoint. The exams, you have 2 tries. I take the highest score on there. I think there's, I forgot what the time limit is, because I adjusted depending on the class. You have more than enough time, and you do take the exam. It's not the score you want. You take the next one. It's going to take I think I have it set up for the higher score. It's all to help you succeed in your journey going forward. Okay, so I've got that. I want to do right now, I just want to show you, what the heck is my Word document? 1 second. Here we go. I'm going to pop it up. Okay, this is the copy of the syllabus that Maggie will be sending out to you. It has the information in adults. Here's the syllabus, recorded virtual classrooms every Thursday from 6 to 8 p.m. Web camera, for lack of a better word, web camera and mic. And I could say you could also get in here with your smartphone, because I've tried it in some meetings that I've been in when my iPhone works hard. All right. So you got to use the camera. You could be wherever you're at. I had people at Home Depot in one of my classes because they didn't want to tell you what they have to do the write-up. If you missed the class, you still get the points. You don't want to do it right. They're Home Depot in the corner there, and on their smartphone, they see me, they hear me, and they're interactive. Technology, use it to your benefit. Businesses, technology reduces my cost, makes me more effective efficiency. Okay, so you have this. So if you miss the virtual classroom, still receive the points by viewing the interactions. You have to view the interactions, submit a reflection paper to receive a reflection paper to receive the points 700 words or more. That's double space. 350 words on an average on a page. There's 2 pages. It's a 2-hour virtual classroom. We talk about the subject areas. Tell me what you learned. Then I know you learned. You learned in class. That's fine. That's not a problem. But I give you the points, and I know you actually looked at it. Said, no, I looked at it. You wrote something about it. Mine is when we talk about motivations, how to motivate you to come to the class. That's just me. Welcome to business. Okay? Other activities, here's the dates on here. Here's how you reach me. Office hours, I could do a virtual office hour. We'll either do it through WebEx or Blackboard Collaborate. I could set up, have a camera so I know who I'm talking to, and for the privacy on that, or you could send me an email on that. All right, Blackboard. When you send me messages, utilize your Harper email because that takes care of it for me, makes it easier. Learning objective. All this is written. Read it. It's for your reading pleasure. Maggie will provide it to you. This one here, I know what happened here. For some reason, here. Let me go because I'm live. I got to just push it back. Okay, there we go. Let me just save that. So when I send it to Maggie, she has the most current one. All right, so if I look at this, this is the book you need. You could buy the book from the Harper bookstore, or you could buy it directly from the publisher. I'll have the links in Blackboard when I open up Blackboard closer to September 21st. I think I'll open up a week prior to that. You'll have all this information in front of it. Some people want to rent a book. You could rent a book, but you need the access code. And sometimes the rental book says access code included. And then fine print, they don't guarantee the access code is good. So if someone had this class and he had the access code as a card, you scratch up the number, it's only good for one time. And so they will say it's included, but it doesn't work. Then you spend the money on the rental, and you have to buy the book. Buy the ebook. I forgot the cost is. It's not I don't want to say expensive. Look at the book and look at the bookstores and make your option on that. But you need the access code. That's where you can do all your homework, your exams, and some of your quizzes. And it has the software and something to help you learn. And remember, when you look at Pearson's, McGraw-Hill, those are 2 larger publishers. The academics is just one small portion of it. They also do training and everything else for businesses, so you'll see them again. So what you learn here is helping you. Here's tells you how to evaluate. Here's how the points work out, right? You know what I mean? I get so many points, the percentages. You miss the classes, you still get the percentage on that. The exams, everything else, you get the exams are 2 times no final. You have this, all the points. It comes up to 700 points, and here's how it runs, and here's all the dates, and you will have a copy of this syllabus. It tells you everything else, all these links. You could click on it, whether it's a PDF file or a Word document. Let's see what else do we have. I have everything else in here. The phone numbers, your week 1. Normally in the adult fast track, you will get, this is the first week, so you'll get all my information, I think a week prior, next week or pretty soon. And you'll have the orientation, you'll have this in here, you'll have my syllabi. And then when I open a Blackboard, I have a specific orientation. I'll go through Blackboard step by step, recording this like I'm doing this, and show you what you have to do so you won't be lost. You still learn. I think there's some training on Blackboard, some help things, self-training videos, but you do real well. Students pick up fairly quickly on that. Yeah. It's not that difficult, and I'll walk you through it. You look at the videos and you say, oh, I see what he wants me to do. And look, the first semester, I will help you succeed, but I want you to know when you take the next class, after you're here a while, you don't have to do it. You know how to work in teams. You know how to do the test. You know how to go on a Blackboard. You know how to do discussion boards. You know a lot of other things that makes you a successful student here at Harper and the Adult Fast Tracks. Okay, so you have access. It tells you the dates. I always have. It starts from Sunday and ends. It starts at Monday and ends at Sunday. And so when you look at the syllabus printed out, I make it fairly big. You have all the information, the tests, everything you have. This is just to remind you, weekly messages, everything you need, and then voila, we're done. All right. So what I want to say now, I want to welcome you again to this orientation, and I think this one is to HR. But if some reason you're looking at this orientation, or you find me someplace else, and you say it's similar. Most of my classes, I just basically similar to my online classes, my face-to-face classes, maybe the method of delivery, and whether you're meeting me face-to-face or virtual or a non-synchronous class. All those make sense depending on the area. So just to prepare you to everything that could you be exposed to in this first class. I'm here to help you succeed. And if you have any problems, make sure you contact Maggie. Maggie will contact me. You have any problems with myself or other instructors, talk to Maggie. Don't be intimidated. Maggie is like your HR rep. Or your for the adult fast program, and you talk to her. She'll say, George, what are you doing? Or she'll say, he's not that bad, or she's not that bad. It's not only me, other instructors. We're here to help you. With the cohort, you'll make friends in here. You're going to the same group of people until you get your certificate, or you get your, hopefully after you get your certificate, take a few more classes, just get the associate on there. All right? So again, I want to thank you very much. Let's see, and I want to just check real quickly. Oops. Oh, there we go. The recording. Sorry, wrong one. 21 minutes. I'm done. Have a nice day, and I hope this was a benefit, and I'll see you in class in a few weeks. Bye. And stay safe.